So one of the things that we're going to talk about today with me and here is we're going to talk about finding out what a word means by using the text, by using what's called context clues. Now, have you guys talked about this before at all? Yes, you have? Tell me what you know about it, just right off the top of your head. Everybody else can answer.
I need it. It's like a ball word, and like it's gonna say a ball word in a sentence, then it's gonna go a ball word, then you can context clues around how it is.
Okay, good. So what you said, we're talking about a fold word or a particular vocabulary word, and you're going to use the words around it in order to figure out what the word means, right? Okay, good. That's pretty much right on target. Now, I'm going to give you an example, and I want you guys to see what the context clues are to figure out what the word means, okay? So, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Last night, I got home real late because I had to go to the grocery store. The grocery store, there's a big, long checkout line, right? All right, so I got so hungry by the time that I got home that I decided, you know what? I'm just going to make all the food in my refrigerator and eat it all. My appetite was gargantuan, okay? So I made my food, I sat down, and I ate 47 hamburgers, 12 orders of fries, and 2 gallons of sweet tea, okay? Now, the word that I want you to think about is the word gargantuan, okay? Now, based on what I told you in the rest of that story, let me get someone with a quietly raised hand. Please tell me, what does the word gargantuan mean? Yes, ma'am, back here.
Like a huge appetite.
Like a huge appetite. Can everybody think of something else that's pretty good? You can? Large, like the world, okay? One more, Charlene.
Like you're really.
Speak up, baby, I can't hear you.
Like you're really hungry.
Really hungry. Now, let me ask you this question. You guys are all pretty much right on. Now, if we're talking about really hungry or big like the world, are we talking about a large amount of something or a small amount of something?
Large.
Large. Okay, good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use what we just did in that exercise in order to find out what words mean in the context of our story today. Okay? H, I need your eyes up here, baby. Thank you. All right? No, ma'am. Okay, so when we're doing this, we're going to do all what's called popcorn reading. You guys have done this before, correct? Raise your hand, you've done this before? See Antoine's hands up? Louis, you've done this before? Tavares, you've done this before, right? Okay, good. So we're going to be, while we're doing this, where are our eyes going to be? On the paper. Okay? What about where are our hands going to be? Let me have a hand raised because I heard a couple different answers. Asia, where are our hands going to be?
Your hands are either in your lap or falling along, but your hands are supposed to be falling along.
Exactly right. And last one, let me get a silently raised hand. Tell me, what are our mouths doing? Ma'am? Exactly, they're closed because we're trying to be respectful to everybody here who's reading, right? You don't want to have somebody talking while you're reading, do you? You, Kayla, do you? No, you don't. Okay, good. All right, now remember at the end, yes, ma'am?
I need paper.
You need paper. Where's Antoine? Antoine, is there any extra paper? Can you get her one? Thank you. Thanks, Charlotte. All right, now, remember, when you're done with probably about each paragraph. Okay, thank you, MC. Charlotte, I need your eyes on me. Thank you, sir. All right, now, when we're done with each paragraph, or sometimes in the middle of a paragraph, I'll tell that person to stop. And after that paragraph is over, is when you'll say popcorn and move on to the next person. Remember, when you're doing it, when you're popcorning to the next person, I want you to do one of two things. I want you to either pick someone from a different table, or if you're a boy, you pick a girl. If you're a girl, pick a boy. One of those two things. Okay? So, for example, Tavares is a boy. So he can go over here and pick Ariel at a different table and a girl. Good, don't have to, but good. Okay? And Jakemia, she can decide that she can pick Antonio. Different table, different gender. Okay, do you all understand those examples how I just gave them to you?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so what I want everyone to do is to silently and quietly turn your own paper to page 12. It should look just like this up here. So if you guys aren't sure what it is, look at this picture with these giant bean drums on the bottom. And you can tell it's a bean drum because it says underneath the picture exactly what it is. Okay? See, we got table 4, everybody's on the right page. Table 3, everyone's on the right page, right? Table 2's getting there, good job. Table 1 is there. Okay? Thank you, Jonathan, for helping Jalen. Asia, can you read that first paragraph for me? I want to make sure everyone's following along, listening to Asia. Shalandra, pick your head up, please. Thank you. All right, Ariel, turn and face your desk. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
After the beans had forming, they are dried. As they dry, the beans are churned. Once the beans are dried, they are placed in large cloth bags to make markers of chocolate.
Makers of chocolate. Very good. Asia, popcorn to the next person, please.
I popcorn, Antonio.
Okay, Antonio, that first paragraph on the other side where the title says From Beans to Chocolate. All right, everybody be following along? Go ahead.
Making chocolate.
What was that word you skipped?
Still no word.
All right, what was that word? Can somebody help him out? What is that word, ma'am? Fermented. Okay? You got the first part. You remember, you got to add the suffix at the end. Does anybody remember what is the suffix of a word? Has anybody heard what that is before? Ma'am?
It goes at the end of the word.
It goes at the end, right. You got the base, root word. Now you got to add what's on the end, right? Make the whole compound word. Good. Go ahead. Good. Okay, so the chocolate has the right base. Now, before you popcorn on to the next person, what I want to do is I want to take a look at some of the one of the words that you might have heard before. When I tell you what that word is, I want you to take the pencil that you have and underline it. That way you know what word we're looking at. The word that we're looking at is the word pulp. Okay? Can somebody tell me what line in that first paragraph is the word pulp in? What line is it in? Everybody should be looking at your papers. Fine. What line is the word pulp in, Eric? It is in the second?
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's in the second line. I heard fourth. Right, it's in the fourth line. Right? The fourth line that says, which removes any remaining pulp or pieces. Right? So underline the word pulp. Let me see everybody underline. Do you underline the word?
I need a pencil.
You need a pencil.
I'm good.
Oh, you got one. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Everybody else needs to be silent with their eyes on me, underlining it. I like how table 3 is being silent with their eyes on me. Table 2, right? Table 2, eyes on me, right? Good. 4. All right. So now we have that word pulp. Let me ask somebody with a quietly raised hand and tell me, what do you think pulp means, Jonathan? It's a hard word. Kimmy, what do you think pulp means? Something from orange juice. You've heard of that word before. All right, I like what she did right there. What she did, hold on, put your hands down for a minute. I'll ask you to raise your hands in a second. Okay? What she did right there was she used something that she knew from outside of school or outside of class to figure out what that word is. Now, when you have pulp and orange juice, what is that kind of pulpy stuff? Still talking to Jakimi. Everyone else should be listening. What is that pulpy stuff? Is it thick? Is it thin? Thick, right? Stringy kind of stuff that makes the orange juice have some texture to it. Alright? We need everybody's eyes on me. I need everybody to be quiet. I'm hearing some talking coming from table 2. Alright, correct your actions before we have to take consequences. Alright? Correct your own actions. Alright? Shalandra, if you look into the text, what does the word pulp mean? Look into the text, what do you think it means? Okay, you make something out of it. Can everybody see what is the word after? one right after the word pulp. What word is that? Man, right here, dear.
Or piece.
Or, hold on, don't call out now. The word right after the word pulp, what word is this here? Or pieces. That word or tells us that we can use them for either type of word. Okay, so we can exchange pulp in for pieces. Okay, so really we're talking about different pieces of the pot, different pulps. Okay, using the words inside the context, inside the words, inside the text, in order to find out what that means. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Okay, we'll take care of that in a minute. Well, for now, Antonio, popcorn to the next person. It's got to be a girl, that's right. I'm sorry, who'd you popcorn to? Zanisha? Where's Zanisha? All right. Desire. Okay, Desire, go ahead. I need everybody to be following along. Everybody following along on their papers. Table 1 is doing a good job over there. 6, everyone's following along. 5, 2, hold on for 1 minute. All right, go ahead. You people speak up a little bit. Speak up. Zach, can you speak up? Some people at table 1 can't hear you. Speak as loud as you can, but not quite yelling. Loud, just like this. Perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, the word that we're going to be looking at in this paragraph is the word brittle. Okay, now just like we did in the last paragraph, I want everyone to silently take your pencil, find what line the word brittle is in, and underline it. Can I have somebody with a quiet raised hand tell me what line is that in? Yes, ma'am, Ms. James. Everybody else needs to be quiet because I can't hear. I'm standing right next to you. What line number is it? 9. Thank you, brother. Jalen. Okay, it is in the ninth line. Okay, good. So in the 9th line, I see that most people have underlined that word brittle. Now, look back at that whole sentence. Okay, especially table 2. I need you all to look back at that whole sentence, and I'd like to find out, what does that word brittle mean? What do we think it means, Jonathan? Along that line, you're close. What do you think it means? Okay, that word brittle, what do you think it means? Look at that whole sentence. Everybody else should be doing this too. Table 4. Looking at the sentence, finding out what the word means. Almost. Almost. Antoine. Hold on. Give me 1 second, Antoine. I hear too many voices coming from this left side of the room. So for a minute, before we get out of control, I need everybody to get in learning position. All right. I see Antonio's gotten in learning position. That whole table's doing a good job. Learning position, please. Quiet with our eyes on, our hands on the desk, right? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right. People's eyes need to be up here, Jalen. Mouths need to be closed. Good. All right, Antonio, keep going. Everybody else, stay quiet. Listen to what he has to, or Antoine.